welcome to your relationship reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you find that you like this video, if you could hit like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Sincerely. I'm not big on introductions. I'm just going to get right into the reading. This is for Leos that are already in a relationship. And we're going to look at your energy, their energy, and the dynamic between you. Okay, Leo, Leo, Leo. Can I get Leo's overall energy in this relationship, please? Thank you. King of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay. And then what is the overall energy of Leo's partner? What is the overall energy of Leo's partner? I'm just going to pull more cards and then get into what the cards mean and what the messages are. Okay. Oh, Leo. Can I get one more card for relationship message for Leo? For their partner's energy. Can I get one more card, please? For their partner's energy. Thank you. Okay. What is... I'm going to try to do this part as fast as possible. What is the challenges for Leo? What is the challenge in this situation? Ace of Coins. Can I get one more for challenge? I'm shuffling my cards really hard. Okay. Can I get what their partner's challenge with this is? Just even looking at the cards, I'm sure you're sitting there going, you already know. You already know. Okay, and what is, just make sure these are on in the camera. What is the lessons and challenges that they are learning together? Okay. Can I get a little bit more for this relationship? Like, I go to start and then I keep on wanting to say, you already know. You already know. You already know. What is the energy for Leo of this relationship? What kind of relationship is this? Mask, keys on the ring, boat, healing heart. Okay, Leo. Now to just make some room here. There's a lot of walking away that is either being done or that is the guidance for you from Spirit. Hopefully you can see these cards. Okay, I could see them. I could move them over. Anyways, I don't have patience for making the cards look too pretty. I just want to get into the messages. So we have King of Pentacles for your energy, which this does feel like the energy that you bring to this relationship. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who is stable and secure and maybe even generous. I even want to say like a caregiver. Someone who brings stability and structure is what I'm hearing. And then we have the Tower. And the Tower is when there's not a strong enough foundation to hold something up, eventually that tower crumbles. Eventually it crumbles. Eventually it goes because it's not strong enough to withhold the things that foundationally are really important to hold a relationship up. And your challenge with this is the Ace of Coins and the Two of Wands. And the Ace of Coins, it feels like investing your energy towards something new. Valuing yourself, and it's like discovering that. Discovering your self-value in this situation. And then we have the Two of Wands, which talks about two different paths in front of you, and which one are you going to choose? Which path? Which path? For your partner, we have the Seven of Swords. So on the card it says deception, trickery, tactics, and strategy. And then we have the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, hopelessness, and trauma. And their challenge is the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. So it's like, it feels like they're not emotionally connecting to how they're feeling. This person could be dealing with mental health, but it feels like they're not able to embrace their own intuition and how they are deeply feeling. And that is causing some, it's like the connection between two people is just having a hard time with either keeping a stable connection, which it feels like you're about, or it's with keeping in alignment of the relationship that they might want something healthy and stable, but I don't think that they're able to right now because they're dealing with a lot of mental conflict, I guess you could say. Is we have two cards of swords. One talks about walking away, leaving a situation, taking what's theirs and walking away. And the other one talks about stress, worry, anxiety, overthinking to the point where it's like it's like overtaking their days is the energy that I'm feeling. And with the Nine of Swords and the High Priestess to go along with that, it's like they're not listening to themselves. They're not hearing what it is that they're truly feeling so that they can move through what it is that they are stressing and worrying about. And then with the Seven of Swords, the walking away is what I'm feeling. With the Queen of Cups, it's like they're not listening to their heart. Because that's the challenge, is the Queen of Cups in this. It's like not having any emotions. I don't want to say no emotions, because we are onions of emotions. We are people who are onions. But it feels like with this person, they're not even looking at their layers. They might not want to see what is in their layers. It might be really hard for them. They might need to go through a deep healing phase. But it feels like you've invested yourself into this relationship with trying to keep something stable and investing energy into it. But the lessons that you guys are learning together, we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is movement away from what no longer works. The best scenario that I heard for the Six of Swords was, it was like this person is on this island and they've learned everything that they could learn on the island, and there's nothing left for them to learn. So they need to walk, or they need to take a boat and go to another island or another piece of land in order to continue growing, in order to continue learning and experiencing. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same thing, same thing, same thing. And then with the Tower card, it just doesn't, it feels like you have invested in a foundation, but it doesn't feel like they have, and I don't feel like they can. But it's like you've invested in this foundation, and it's just not strong enough to hold this up. And then when I asked what the energies were for the relationship, we got mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslight. What I'm getting with mask is just not anything like that, but it feels like this person is having a hard time even knowing what is under the mask, even knowing themselves, because I feel like that mental health aspect is big because of those swords. And then we got the keys on the ring, which is many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. This feels like a two-part message. One is, and if you don't know about it already, don't make this fit. You would know this already, okay? That maybe there's some unfaithfulness with the person that you were in a connection with, and is maybe just making you an option and not really showing the truth of where they stand with things. And then the other message that I was getting with the keys on a ring is that you have other options. You're not stuck here. You are not stuck here. You can move forward to a different island and have many more new experiences and growth. You do not have to hold on to situations that are hurting you and that don't have a strong foundation. And that's the challenge is making the choice, making the decision that you know is best for you. Because we have the Three of Wands, and that is making the decision and being patient with something else coming towards you. As we have healing heart, and I was just going to get into like the healing aspect of that, and we have the healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But it feels like when you make the decision, when you deal with the Two of Swords and you have made your choice and your decision, being patient with yourself and allowing yourself to heal from the situation. So that when something new comes towards you, it is something new. It's not staying on the island and just kind of repeating cycles. It's something new. You might have to be patient with yourself. But it feels like, and then we have boat over here, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closures, closure issues. I'm not getting that. I'm just getting closures. It's like allowing yourself to flow in the direction of what is best for you. And they might not be listening to their intuition or their gut, or they might be really struggling with things that they need to work on themselves. It's not your responsibility. It's their responsibility. And that's not to say don't have compassion or, don't throw hate in their direction. I'm not saying that whatsoever. We can care about somebody and care about ourselves more. Those both can coincide together. Can I get a little bit more information on this situation that Leo is processing through at this time, please, Spirit? Ooh. So we got family wishes coming true. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And then we have younger man dealings or a relationship with a younger man. And I just split the deck without even thinking, and I got door. I'm not feeling that one. So what I'm feeling with this, and I always read the cards intuitively. I'll take in what they mean, but I read them intuitively. With the well, the family wishes coming true, what I'm getting from that one is like maybe you have really worked hard. I just heard protected. Worked hard to invest your time and your energy into this connection, and maybe it's because you guys have a family together. And the Six of Swords, the movement away from a situation, it is like a mother and a child, and this could also be a mother and her inner child. This is not gender specific. This is just the energies. So a person and their inner person, their inner child, their inner person. But it feels like it does feel like this is really, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. It feels like a long time coming. And I was feeling that right at the beginning. It's like you already know. You already know. And the family and the wishing well, like you could have really had hoped that something would turn around or change and this person would allow more love into their heart or love into their life and grow with you. But it feels like the lessons that you guys are learning together is movement away from and being patient with something new coming in. And we have the nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And this does feel important to you, but it feels like this was kind of put to the side in order to perhaps stay with this person. Because you were hoping that that would be, but it doesn't feel like they have that emotional security to give or to offer, because they're struggling with it for themselves, within themselves. And I feel for you, Leo, but I also feel for your partner, because like that's a hard place to be. And when we are in this place, nobody could be harder on ourselves than we are on ourselves, but that's no excuse. And that's no excuse to linger in a relationship where it's one person investing. And then with the younger man card, I'm not looking at it in a gender way. I'm looking at it like maybe you are dealing with somebody who is younger than you. And if you are, maybe they just aren't ready. Or maybe they haven't learned what they needed to learn in order to match you with this, because you have the King of Pentacles energy. You have King energy. And then you have the Ace of Coins, which is like really, it feels like embracing that aspect of yourself is a challenge. It's like you're at a level that this person isn't at. This person is really in their head. And there's a lot of conflict going on there. And we have door. Opportunities are waiting for you. If you think that there is nothing ahead of you, there is. There absolutely is. It's not going to be the closure of this when you are ready and however you do it. And then nothing. It's just impossible. There's always going to be something else. Learning from this relationship, I keep on wanting to say karmic, but learning from this relationship is going to help you elevate your confidence and how you receive and take into consideration people's red flags. There's not one single perfect person out there, but when somebody shows you the red flags, and they're like big red flags, they're not lying. And to make yourself just as important as you make other people. That one feels really, really important. Okay, can I get some advice for Leo? Please and thank you. Can I get some advice for Leo? Please and thank you. Whew. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. I'm feeling this more with you, and it kind of flew out of my hands and flew like in your area. And we have transformation. The playfulness feels like energy that you can embrace to help you move through this situation and to help with healing your heart. Bringing in the energy of transformation and joy. When you are ready, it feels like So I did a reading where I was highly recommending to them to be in water, and it feels like with you, it's like the same kind of energy, but different element. And I'm just trying to figure out what that is. It feels more maybe mental and physical. It's like the energy of going out with a group of friends or with a friend or somebody that, you know, you have a good time with, and doing something where you can laugh and enjoy and relax. And it feels like doing that will help you process through this situation a little bit less heavy. A little bit less heavily. Okay, Leo, so that is all I have for you. So much love to you. Always, always. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.